best budget phone out this year.
CMF Phone 2 Pro. Search now on Flipkart.
Pakistan and Sri Lanka are going to fight to stay alive effectively in the Men's Asia Cup as they take each other on in Abu Dhabi in what is a must-win game for both sides. This is CMF by Nothing presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout. Akash Chopra. As we look at this game, both teams have had defeats in their opening games, but Sri Lanka's would hurt more, losing to Bangladesh. This is now a game in Abu Dhabi where Pakistan have not played yet in the tournament. Sri Lanka have at least played a bit there. They've beaten Bangladesh and Afghanistan there. Given that this is a must-win game, just which team do you sense goes into it? I'm going to start with the question first. Goes into it in better shape.
Firstly, tell Pakistan that they're less hurt after losing to India than what Sri Lanka was after losing to Bangladesh. They'll have a slightly different opinion. But I think Pakistan played their best cricket with the bat against India, and then their bowling, their stronger suits was absolutely decimated. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, has generally played very good cricket throughout the tournament, barring that those 20 overs with the ball. Where Bangladesh were actually a better side. Let's be fair, give credit to Saif and Tauhid Hridoy. They actually were outstanding in the conditions. So I'd say just on the basis of form, I don't know the track record between the two sides over the last 12 months.
It's pretty much in favor of Sri Lanka. But it's funny that they haven't played since the last T20 Asia Cup final in 2022.
Whoa, which actually Sri Lanka won.
Yes.
So I would say Sri Lanka should feel a bit more confident for one, that they had the form. They've actually played decent cricket. They're not experimenting. They're a very settled unit, and also the fact that they've played at Abu Dhabi and that those conditions might actually suit their brand of cricket as well, because just the knowledge of the conditions, and it will be the first time Pakistan will be traveling to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, so you're saying Abu Dhabi gives Sri Lanka an advantage here.
It does.
What about the team here? I think a number of us are wondering whether Thikshana should be in this team and whether Velalage is a reliable 4-over spinner. Of course, we are at Abu Dhabi again now. But what team changes do you see Sri Lanka making?
Just one actually. I'm thinking in place of Dunit Velalage, bring in a fast bowler, whether it's Mathisha Pathirana or Binura Fernando. They have two options available to them. Mathisha Pathirana is generally your go-to bowler, at least in the second half of a T20 innings. He's not had a great time, but he's again a quality operator. Binura is tall, can really hit the deck hard, can swing the ball as well. So they do have options. So they'll have to chuck the idea of adding another spinner, keeping Abu Dhabi in mind, which has a bit more bounce and a bit more pace for the faster bowlers.
Do you sense, therefore, that that's where this game could be decided? Chamira and Tushara against Pakistan's top order, which was improved against India. But we have seen on a bad day how that could play out.
That is a possibility. I think they have some quality in their bowling. Tushara and Dushmanta Chamira. Of course, Saif was brilliant, but then Tushara did take a wicket in the first over itself. He has this happy knack of picking wickets. If they can close out the power play, I think Pakistan then finds themselves in a bit of a trouble, that they don't know which way to go, how to maneuver, because it is a very young, inexperienced middle order. Though they did their best against India with left-hand, right-hand combination, and they had plans for every bowler. But against Sri Lanka at Abu Dhabi, if they lose the power play somehow, then I think it'll move quickly in favor of the island nation.
Let's flip it around for Pakistan. If the seamers are going to get a little more assistance at Abu Dhabi, it's time that Shaheen Shah Afridi turns up. Shaheen and Haris Rauf, they just have to have a game here if Pakistan are to win this.
And maybe they'll have to start thinking about bowling pacers from both ends. Shaheen is still searching for the swing. This is perhaps the ideal surface. You can really pitch the ball fuller. The ball is going to shape a little as well. An open ground, sideways breeze and all of that. But then get a fast bowler from the other end. So that is one question that they need to figure out. I mean, Haris, there is a reluctance to throw the new ball towards him. He's generally the fourth or the fifth over kind of bowler, even against India, even though I thought there are some games where you need to chuck the theory of having a spinner and a pacer, and okay, this pacer may not actually bowl with the new ball. And I'm thinking, if a pacer cannot bowl with the new ball, then why is he even playing? At some stage, you should be able to bowl with a new ball. It's like saying, I've got a batter, but he cannot bat in the power play overs because he's my number 5. Oh, what if it's 2 for 2? He has to come out to bat. I mean, if you're a batter, you should be able to bat almost everywhere at some stage. Haris Rauf is too good a bowler, too experienced a bowler to be not given the new ball thinking that he can't bowl.
Let's talk tactics and selection for Pakistan. Visible differences for the India game. Fakhar opened. They decided to go with seam bowling all-rounders. Do you see that changing given the venue in the opposition? Will Fakhar stay at the top? Will there be a case to bring back Sufyan Mukim? Or would you stick otherwise with the same team?
I think stick with the same. Don't change the batting. It has worked all right for the first time in this tournament because other than that, we have seen them struggle against even UAE. So the batting woes are well documented. If something is working now, don't touch it. Just hope that it continues in the same vein. And the conditions actually dictate that you don't look towards an extra spinner unless they have lost faith in Abrar for whatever reason and they want Sufyan Mukim.
Do you sense they're missing a trick by Mohammad Haris going as far down to try and keep the left-right going? You could see what they were trying to do against India. But Haris started this tournament pretty well.
60, yeah.
He was good against Oman. We know what he's capable of. Do you think they're missing a trick there?
Possibly. I mean, he's someone. See, T20 cricket is all about maximizing anybody's form. That is why there are 6-7 batters in general because all of them do not fire. So you have, if whoever has got the form, try and get them in as early as possible. So not allowing Haris to bat against India wasn't that great an idea. So he is somebody who's got form. Try and get him in at least whenever you lose a couple of wickets.
All right, before I ask you the final question, Sri Lanka have won the last 5 men's T20Is against these two teams since 2019.
Wow.
Like I said, they haven't played since 2022. And Pakistan's last win over Sri Lanka in T20Is came in October 2017.
Whoa.
Seems a lifetime back. That
was before COVID.
Yes, that having been said, prediction, Sri Lanka or Pakistan?
I'll go with Team Sri Lanka.
All right, Akash Chopra, thank you very much for that. It is a must-win game for both teams, and the action is at Abu Dhabi on Tuesday. Build up to it will be live on CMF by Nothing presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout.
Best budget thrown out this year.
CMF Phone 2 Pro. Search now on Flipkart.